What's up, everybody? This is Ryan from Team Cutthroat Research, and I am here today with another Keyforge Worlds Collide two-player starter set box opening. I'm still working on getting the video quality a little bit better. I am using a webcam to do all of this, not my phone, not a fancy camera or anything. This is still just a Logitech C922 or whatever, and apparently it sucks to use with OBS. I don't know why, but I've found hundreds, not probably not hundreds, but like tens upon tens upon tens of dozens, like articles and posts about this webcam and having issues specifically with OBS because I tried it with the Logitech software and it looks a lot better in the Logitech software. But my webcam or my microphone that I use, I can't adjust the volume in the Logitech software, and my microphone is already maxed volume on my computer, so I can't actually get myself to sound any louder, and I feel like it'd be better for you guys to actually hear me say things and get some partial or lower quality visuals on the cards rather than get to look at cards with like basically no audio. So we got two decks here today. Sorry for the little mini rant. I promise I will continue working on the quality and try to get the webcam caught up to par. But we're going to open these two boxes up, starting with this one. Oh, I already love the name of this deck. It's a gray color. The name of the deck is Yao of Outer Point. That is the name of it. Yao of Outer Point. It is both, no, it's not both their houses. It is Shadows, Saurian, and Brobnar. A interesting combination. And let's take a look here at the deck list. We're just going to get to open it up, and I'm going to try and see if I can get a decent quality freeze frame so you guys can pause and check out the deck list. Doesn't look like it's going to focus very well because this thing is awful. That's probably as good as I'm going to get it. So we're just going to open this up. My fingernails are getting longer, right? That's a good sign. So cracking this deck right open up, no problems, no problems. Yao of Outer Point. Nothing in this looks specifically ridiculous that stands out to me. There is a subtle chain, which means that there's supposed to be a chain gang, or no, I guess it means that there could be a chain gang. But yeah, let's just get into it, guys. Oh, I just want to start digging through these decks. Oh, there is a subtle chain. It's the very first. Oh, no, yeah, there is a subtle chain. There's no chain gang. Subtle chain. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Pretty good. Spike trap. Omni, sacrifice, deal 3 to a flank. So this is kind of like special delivery. It has Omni, but it doesn't purge, so that's the trade-off. Good card. Duskrunner, we all know. I like this card a lot. Trust no one. I think we've seen this before. Steal 1. If there are no friendly creatures in play, steal 1 for each house represented among enemy creatures to a max of 3. So you steal 1, but you could steal 4 if your board's empty and they have all 3 houses out. Rodney Wristclocks. Kymor Eclipse, shuffle each flank creature into its owner's deck. There are 2 of these in this deck. Seems like a little mini board wipe. Javinda, elusive reap, deal 1 to a creature. If it destroys it, steal 1. Not bad effect. Elusive, pretty good. I think that's a good card. Inky Gloom, I really like this card. Your opponent cannot use creatures to reap next turn. We got a Hawk, destroy an artifact if you do gain 1 with an Amber bonus. We got a hit and run, deal 2 to a creature and return a friendly creature to your hand. I like this card a lot, giving you an extra play. Breaker Hill, elusive, each of its neighbors gains action, steal 1. Not bad. It's good for creatures in this deck that have play effects and then don't do anything. So then you have action effects if you need to get people off of a key. And that's it for Shadows. Pretty solid Shadows. Nothing extraordinary, but nothing disappointing. Now we have So Salt. This is a rare. It has Alpha. Until the start of your next turn, creatures cannot be used to reap. So this affects you as well. Kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Not a bad card. Tribune Pompatus. Each friendly creature gets +2 power for each amber on it. Before fight, you may exalt him. Interesting. Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl enters play stunned, only deals 4 when fighting, so similar to Gargantuodon or whatever his name is, I don't remember exactly what it is. Before fight, deals 4 to each neighbor of the creature he fights. So he does 4/4/4 to all 3 creatures. Target this creature, 4 and 4 to those creatures too. Pretty good, I like that. Draco Parako. Reap, you may exalt him. If you do, choose a house and enrage each creature of that house, forcing it to fight when it can be used. Tricerian Legionary. I have grown to love this card. This is probably one of my favorite Saurian cards. It just has play ward a friendly creature, but it also has taunt. So if you ward the thing that you just put it next to, that's pretty cool. Golden Spiral. All of you are familiar with this by now. Exalt the friendly creature and ready it. Senator Strix. You may spend Amber on him as if it were in your pool, and you can play and reap to exalt him, thus giving you more Amber to your pool. There are multiples of that in here. There is a Failing Strike. Choose a creature, deal 1 to it for each friendly creature. You may exalt a friendly creature to repeat the preceding effect. So pretty good. Let you get some creatures off the board. Odak the Patrician, sorry about that delay there. Play capture 1, and when he has Amber on him, your Amber cannot be stolen. This is good against Shadows. This is an anti-Shadows card for sure. So keep an eye out for this in your decks. We got Chant of Hubris, move 1 Amber from a creature to another creature. Seems kind of silly, but I guess there could be chances where it becomes extremely useful. Amber bonus is nice. That's about it. You're getting an Amber bonus. Axiom of Grisk. Play ward a creature. Destroy each creature with no Amber on it and gain 2 chains. So this lets you ward something that you want to protect if it doesn't have Amber on it already, and then board wipes, which is pretty neat. I like that a lot. Now we got Iron Obelisk. The only other 2 rares in this deck are Iron Obelisk here. Your opponent cost 1 more. Keys cost 1 more for each friendly damaged Brobnar creature. And Bellowing Patrizate. While he's ready, each creature takes 1 after it enters play, so this is kind of like an autocannon on a body. We got Ogopogo. When it destroys a creature, but when it attacks and destroys a creature, deal 2 to another creature. Blood Money, put 2 from anywhere onto an enemy creature, or a common supply. Ire Staff, enrage a creature. Again, this card just seems disappointing. I'm sure I'll end up liking it more as I go, but just the text on this card just feels underwhelming. Like, there's nothing special about this card. But enrage a creature, give it a 1 power counter. Gron Ninetoes gets +4 power while he's damaged as a 5 power creature. That's pretty good. There are 2. Even better. Ganger Chieftain and Gron Ninetoes is a giant. 2 Cowfine. Deal 2. You guys know what that does by now. You guys know Cowfine. Belcano. Deal 4 to a creature and gain 2 chains. That's interesting. That's a rough trade-off. I don't know if I want to deal 4 damage, just 4 damage for 2 chains. That's significant. But I'm sure I'll have to use it when I use it. Alaka. I like this card a lot. If you've used a creature to fight this turn, he enters play ready. But that's the first deck. I'm content with it. There's a few cards in here I haven't seen yet. Not I haven't seen yet, but I haven't been able to play with yet. So maybe I'll end up sleeving this up. Man, I love the name. I wish this deck turned out better. Yao of Outer Point. Not that it's bad, but it could have been better. Definitely could have been better. Let's get that one out the way. We're going to dive right on into the next one. Try to keep these not super long on you guys. Let's crack this open. We have Zandra, Mr. Nifflegut Evans. Zandra Evans, but nicknamed Mr. Nifflegut. We got Shadow, Star Alliance, and Untamed. Very content with that. Let's see. Let's try to get a close up again. What can we get on the close up? I can see a Bad Penny, a Hawk, 2 of the new Murmuks. Oh, I'm gonna try this again. All right, hold on. Let's see if the focuser will let me do this. I'm gonna do this real quick because I know I can do it. This might just work. If I do this here, let me add some focus. Just a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, look at that. Just a little bit of focus was all we needed. So there's the deck list. Take a picture, screenshot it. We're going to crack this thing open and get to it. I saw 2. Yeah, I saw a few doubles. There's a lot of doubles in this deck. This has promise. This deck has promise, guys. Well, it doesn't have it, but it looks like it has it. So we'll find out if it actually does have it. Still having this. There we go. Got it. Crack. Boom. Move all this junk out the way. We don't need no wrapping paper no more. All right. Zandra. Once again, Zandra. I'll try to keep the cards up near the top too so you guys can stay close to them. We got Untamed first, so Perilous Wild. This deck has 3 rares, Perilous Wild being one of them. Destroy each elusive creature. It's whatever. It's all right. Now we have Creed of Nature, Omni. Sacrifice Creed of Nature. If you do, choose a creature. For the remainder of the turn, that creature gets Skirmish and Assault X, where X is its power. Um, Pretty decent. Can't complain about it. Not a bad card. The Feathered Shaman. I like this card a lot. Human Witch Elusive. Fight Reap. Ward each of this creature's neighbors for Fight Reap. Pretty good. And the blurriness is gone. We're gonna go back down here and try to pull the focus back just a little bit, see if this is a little bit better. Nature's Call, bounce 3 creatures to their hand. Fog Bank, creatures cannot be used to fight. We got Fangtooth Cavern. This is an interesting card. This one, it says at the end of your turn, destroy the least powerful creature, which I like. I think that's a pretty cool effect. As an artifact, it's risky because it can destroy your own stuff, but we'll see how it goes. I don't see a problem with this card. Like I don't mind playing this card in a deck. I know some people are gonna be like, ew, that thing's gonna destroy my stuff, and I don't want to play it at all. I don't even want to deal with it. But I think it's pretty good. I definitely play it. Song of the Wild. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature gains Reap gain 1. So all your untamed creatures on board just become Dust Pixies. Or not Dust Pixies, are they? I can't think of the name of it. Crap, I'm bad. I'm sorry. The one that reaps and gains 1. Some other pixie. Regrowth. Molefin. Hazardous 3. After amber is stolen from you, deal 1 to each enemy creature for each amber stolen. Oh, too much to protect leads to board wipe. Pretty good. Hazardous 3, I like it. Oh, there's duplicates, 2 of these in here. Very cool. Imprinted Murmuk. So this isn't the one that makes your keys cost more. Or there's one that makes both players' keys cost more. This has elusive and makes my keys cost less. So this is a Titan mechanic just for me, and there are 2 in here. So my keys can potentially cost 4. I wish I had a key charge, baby. I wish there was a key charge in this thing. Alright, moving on to the next house. Techivore Pulpate. Uh, After a player chooses an active house, destroy each artifact of that house. That's not very good. That doesn't feel very nice. Xeno Training. For each house represented among friendly creatures, a friendly creature captures 1. Quadricorder. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each house represented among friendly creatures, max of 3. Zap. Deal 1 to each creature to a creature for each house represented among creatures in play. Psi Officer Kincan. Elusive. After a player chooses an active house that matches no cards in play, steal 1. This was used against me a few times. It was really annoying. He just kept board wiping me in different ways, and I'm just like, okay, whatever house I call, it's just okay. Red alert. You guys know what this does now. It's pretty good. There are more enemy creatures than friendly creatures. Deal the difference in creature count as damage to each enemy creature. Medic Ingram. You may heal 3 damage from a creature and ward it. And you don't have to heal to get the ward. This card's really good. This card is super useful, especially with a play to ward effect. First Officer Frame. I won a game with this because I literally put a upgrade on it that said when it got destroyed, all the amber on it went back to the common supply, and it captures when it plays fights and reaps. Onto any creature, not just itself, but a good combo. Commander Chan, probably one of the better cards in Star Alliance too. He has Fight, Reap, use another friendly creature, so this lets you house cheat a lot. Chief Engineer Wells, elusive, play, fight, reap, return an upgrade or robot from your discard to your hand. Arms Master Molina, Hazardous 3, each of its neighbors get Hazardous 3. Pretty solid. No complaints there. And that is the Star Alliance. Good amount of creatures. I think there's a good creature count. Now we're on to the Shadows. This may round out or destroy the deck's capability. But Shadows usually does pretty good. Subtle Maul, love that card. Obliette, or Obliette. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, that card's good. Purge a creature with 3 or less power. No safety in numbers. Deal 3 to each creature that belongs to a house that has 3 or more creatures in play. So if there's 3 Logos creatures on the board, regardless of if they're mine or yours, all those Logos creatures will take 3 damage. And the Amber bonus, so not always bad. Bren the Fanatic. Janssen Gang. Trust no one. We already went over this one in the other deck. Steal 1, potential to steal 4 for each house represented by your opponent's creatures. There's another Trust No One. another Kymore Eclipse we covered in the last deck, another Inky Gloom we covered in the last deck, another Inky Gloom we covered in the last deck, and a Hawk, which was in the last deck, and a Bad Penny that you guys are all very familiar with. So not a lot of new cards. A lot of these two decks seem to have a lot of the same cards, at least from the new set 3. But I think this is definitely the better deck of the two. Maybe I'll sleeve it up and play some games with it. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. I got one more video coming up. I think they're all going to get uploaded together, so I apologize if that happens, but we're at a point where better late than never. Editing's a pain. And that's about it. I won't waste your guys' time, and see you in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments below.